And these are my chickens. I got 6 varieties. I got barred rocks. This is the black and white ones. This is the buffs. These are leghorns, the white ones. Rhode Island reds. And every day I have 24 chickens and I get 36 eggs to 40 eggs a day. So some of these guys are working overtime. So every day I get 3 dozen eggs. Okay. This is mom just getting, just a little bit more. 1, 2. Let's grab them 2 at one time. 3, 4. This is a goat. This is Billy Boy. And also have the cattle over there. Let me get this up. He's from Honolulu High School too. Get off. So this is another way to keep him in there. So he knows how to open fence. Good thing. Come on. Hold it. Come on. Let's go to the other side. Come on. And I feed them grain once a day just so they know me. You know, most of my animals, you can see, they're very tame. I call them, they always come to me. Same thing when I had horses and stuff. You know. And the thing is, they don't really need the grain, but I just feed them the grain just so that they can have something, so they have their relationship with me. There you go. There we go. So all around there is food. You know, the sun did all the work, transferred all the sunlight into energy, into the plant material. Now the goat will get jealous because I'm feeding the cow. Okay, come on. You guys can share. There's enough over there to go around. I got about 40 varieties of taro here. This is one variety called the Banglalu Chinese. What we're doing is we're actually cutting the luau leaf first. So you cut the leaf like this, and we take off the edges. This is where the itchy is there, so then we actually peel this back later on, you know. That's not the part they're doing now, but I just want to show what the whole thing is involved in. And then from here, you know, we block about 5 of these leaves. Then we'll put some fish and pork in it, wrap it up. Then we'll put tea leaf in, wrap this in a tea leaf, you know. And this will be wrapped in the tea leaf, so like such. And then we'll make something called lala. So that's what they're doing now. They're just harvesting the leaves, okay? Now, on the bottom we have the corm. So after we cut them, this is called the makua, okay? This is a taro ready to plant actually. Okay, this is called the makua. All the words for the family come from the taro. You know, I always believe that the taro is our elder brother, you know, in Hawaiian culture. It was Wakea, the sky, and Papa, the earth. We got together and they vibrated. And the first to be born was a dead fetus. They planted it on the eastern part of the hale. And up came the taro plants. And then when the earth and the sky bred again, then came man. So we cut this thing down like this. Okay? Then this thing turns into what we call huli. Now this, the makua we eat, so they throw it in the different. And this we used to plant. Yeah. So we stick this in the ground, and another shoot would come out, what you call the oha. And these are young ohas from that front. Yeah, you can see the young shoots on the side. And the young oha, many oha means na ohana, the Hawaiian word for family. So that's why we're doing this. So they're pulling huli to first. We're pulling all the leaves. You can see this is pololu, that variety called pololu. They harvested. Now they're going to come back, and this is some bangalangu. Then they're going to harvest all the taro. So we're getting to plant a 3-acre parcel in Honokohau Valley. So they're going to pull maybe about, you know, 2,000 or 3,000 huli today. And this is ready to plant. Now before I move them out of my field, I also soak them in Clorox water so we don't take no disease from one field to the next. But this is called pele. The tongue is just like a luau leaf, spinach, coconut milk, onions, and the thing about this is it's ready in like, you know, like 10-15 minutes you can eat it. It's not itchy like the taro. Taro you gotta cook at least for, you know, 2 hours. Everything responds to my whistle. Yeah, here's my ducks. I got about 50, and I get about 20 duck eggs a day. So that we use, you know, the ducks actually lay more eggs than the chickens. The other thing I use my ducks for is weed control. So watch, they're gonna start eating all the weeds. See, they eat all the hono grass, you know, and all that. So I'm just gonna leave that. So that's why I use the ducks for my weed control. Okay, we'll just leave them in here for a little while. And see, this area here, look, they ate it down to the ground, but it's been fertilized for about 6 weeks now. So now this area right here is ready to plant. So I'm going to bring the mulch down that was in my truck, lay down all the mulch, then I plant through that with the taro, and this whole area will be planted next. And they're all waiting around too, because they know they see the buckets. That means food. Food for them, food for us. Let's start with us first. Okay. Some bananas. This is overripe for by a couple of days, but here, Nick. Let's let you have some of these too. Here. Take a bite. See? Here, hold on. Look at Nick. See, they like the skin. They're waiting for their turn. Oh. Let me put this down. No. They love the bananas. Come on. Come on. Come on. Well, let's give the other guys a chance too. So what we're gonna do is harvest these bananas. First of all, just so notice that I cut off all these leaves too. And the reason I did that before is because when there's a strong wind, you know, the wind will knock down the trees. So I cut down some guys here. You see right here, this is called a ma'u. So we will keep the banana bunches up, yeah. So I'm just cutting these, gives us some room. Then I'm gonna, this is the way I harvest it. I just take a bunch. Okay, harvest it like that. Then the thing is, a lot of people when they store bananas, they put it upside down. Okay, that's the wrong way. You gotta make it right side like this. This is how you actually store bananas. You gotta watch out for the sap too, because it'll stain. In fact, Hawaiians would use the banana sap as a dye for brown. So you gotta watch out. So you can watch from this side. Again, I'm cutting this side. So I'm making it into hands. Each one of these bunches is over 200 pounds. So I don't want to harvest 200 pounds at a time. So I'm having, like, these are 5-pound hands that I can handle. And put it in a bucket. There, you can see how they're stacked up in there. See, it's like a puzzle. Believe it or not, when I come home, I work at night. I have a schedule where I do, you know, I farm at night. I come home, I sleep. If I don't have to work that day, I just sleep at go to sleep like 5, 6 in the afternoon. Then I sleep to 1 in the morning. I get up from 1 and I work in my garden at night. From 1 in the morning. I only need 2 or 3 hours sleep, so I'm lucky. I was kind of ecstatic that we had won because, you know, everybody had a great chance to win too. You know, we had Koskopuna Bima. You know, the Beamer name is out there. We had Sonny Lim, who's a great artist from Big Island. He's also, you know, I played with him for years at the Mauna Kea Beach. We're not together, but he had his own group. We had our own thing going. Then just right there, Helm, certainly a great artist. So you never know, you know. So this way, when I found out we won, I was kind of a little bit taken aback. It's surprising, and I was glad, of course. These are the birds getting to eat this, and just give some to the wild birds. Let's see if I can move this. So when we won, I was ecstatic, and then it's funny, you know, it doesn't sink into you until weeks later. Man, he finally won. But I know that we won because after that, our whole life changed. I used to get 50 emails a day for gigs. Now I get like 500. It's hard to answer them all. And there's not much stress put on us and our shows that we've been doing. And we're trying to create another show, you know, at Ahamele. So that, you know, we got lots of stress over there too. So the stress level has definitely gone up, you know. The ocean to me and the Aina is like our Safeway store and your, you know, Foodland or Second Save. You know, the land is like in the olden days, they didn't have to go shopping. This is my shopping center right here in my own backyard. You know, only thing is it takes a lot more. It doesn't come wrapped in prepared containers. You actually got to go there and work it, you know, work the land, work the ocean to harvest something. So that's what the ocean and the land. When I look at the ocean, I don't just see the ocean as a place to go snorkel and look at. I look at it as some place to go eat at. It's sort of like my aloha plate lunch.